In a world that constantly seeks reaction, the Stoic remains still. In a society that rewards outrage, panic, and impulsive response, emotional control has become rare. The Stoics trained their minds not to suppress emotion, but to understand it. They believed in acting from clarity, not compulsion. Emotional control, in their view, was not a denial of humanity, but the full expression of reason. To master emotional control is to reclaim your freedom. You cannot command the world, but you can command yourself. The one who governs his emotional responses holds an advantage in every situation. He listens when others yell. He pauses when others rush. He reflects before speaking. The Stoics knew this discipline was difficult, but they also knew it was necessary. This video explores 5 Stoic disciplines for emotional control. Each is grounded in principle, sharpened by practice, and applicable to daily life. These are not abstract ideals. They are tools you can use. The Stoics trained themselves through experience, reflection, and repeated application. You will learn to do the same. Let us begin. Chapter 1. Create distance between stimulus and response. The first step in emotional mastery is to interrupt your reaction. Seneca wrote that anger does not arrive fully formed. It begins as a feeling, a flicker of offense, a sharp discomfort. If left unchecked, it becomes judgment and then action. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. The Stoic works to widen that space. That space is where control is found. It is the moment you feel insulted and choose not to speak. It is the breath you take before replying. The Stoics practiced silence. They observed before reacting. They knew. The first thought is instinct. The second thought is wisdom. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to wait for the right moment to act. Impulse leads to regret. Delay leads to clarity. This delay is not weakness. It is discipline under control. The Stoic does not act from emotion. He witnesses it, evaluates it, and then decides. Emotion is acknowledged, but not allowed to lead. His mind leads his body. His reason leads his tone. His principles lead his behavior. Emotional control begins with awareness. You cannot change what you do not recognize. Begin observing your daily triggers. Do you tense when things go wrong? Do you speak without thinking? Do you shut down when overwhelmed? Name what you feel. This is impatience. This is envy. This is irritation. Naming creates distance. Emotions are conditions, not identity. They pass, you remain. When emotion surges, pause, be still. Do not explain. Do not defend. Breathe slowly. Count to 5. Ask yourself, what just happened? What am I feeling? What is actually required of me right now? Then act with intention. The goal is not suppression, the goal is direction. You feel, you pause, you clarify, then you act. With practice, reaction becomes reflection, and reflection becomes stability. The pause becomes your anchor. Chapter 2. Train your perception through objectivity. Epictetus said, "You are not disturbed by things, but by your judgment of them." Events are not good or bad. You give them meaning. That meaning shapes your emotions. A delay is not automatically a problem. A disagreement is not necessarily disrespect. The Stoic understands, meaning is assigned, not inherent. Difficulty becomes a test of patience. Criticism becomes an opportunity to learn. Objectivity removes unnecessary suffering. When something happens, ask what actually occurred. What story did I attach to it? Separate fact from interpretation. Avoid extreme words. Always, never, ruined. These create extreme reactions. Describe events in neutral terms. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. If something broke, it was simply broken. If someone insulted him, it was only sound. This clarity prevents emotional escalation. When emotions rise, write down the event plainly. Then write your interpretation. Compare them. You will often discover the emotion was stronger than the reality. Clear perception leads to calm action. The more clearly you see, the less intensely you react. Chapter 3. Hold your role, not your mood. The Stoic leads with responsibility, not feeling. When emotion rises, he asks, what is my role? What is within my control? What does duty require right now? Roles remain even when emotions change. A parent teaches patiently despite frustration. A teacher prepares despite fatigue. A leader decides despite fear. Emotion is temporary. Duty is stable. Marcus Aurelius did not wait to feel ready. He acted because it was necessary. Emotional mastery is not the absence of feeling. It is refusing to let feeling override function. When overwhelmed, ask, what is required of me right now? Then do the next clear task. Action restores balance. Write down your responsibilities, work, relationships, health, growth. Return to this list when emotions distract you. You measure your day not by how you felt, but by how faithfully you fulfilled your role. Your role becomes your stabilizer. Chapter 4. Govern your inner dialogue. Your inner voice shapes your life. It interprets every event before your actions ever do. An untrained inner voice creates panic, blame, and stress. A trained inner voice creates stability. Marcus Aurelius journaled constantly, not for others, but to guide himself. He reminded himself what was in his control. He challenged his fears. He returned to truth. Observe your internal language. Do you think, this is terrible, I can't handle this? Replace it with, this is difficult but manageable. One step at a time. Your words change your emotional tone. After a mistake, do not replay failure. Analyze it. After conflict, do not rehearse anger. Identify improvement. At night, reflect. What did I tell myself today? What should I have said instead? Over time, your inner voice becomes a guide. You cannot control every event, but you can control how you speak to yourself about it. That voice becomes your compass. Chapter 5. Build endurance through daily restraint. Restraint is emotional strength. It is practiced not in heroic moments, but in small daily choices. Speak less when tempted to react. Move slower when rushed. Delay indulgence. The person who can wait 5 seconds can wait 5 minutes. Freedom, the Stoics taught, is not doing whatever you want. It is choosing what aligns with reason. Practice restraint in one daily area: phone usage, interrupting others, quick reactions, impulsive eating. Notice the discomfort. Study it. Do not obey it. Each time you resist impulse, you strengthen self-governance. Restraint creates a pause. The pause creates clarity. Clarity creates stability. Over time, reaction becomes response. Response becomes habit. Habit becomes character. This is how emotional reliability is built, not through intensity, but through repetition. One calm decision at a time. The Stoic does not depend on perfect conditions. He trains for difficult ones. He turns ordinary moments into practice, and practice into strength. You cannot control the world, but you can control your response. And in that control, you reclaim your freedom.